Psalm 33 is both historically and liturgically the favorite psalm of the church to accompany the receiving of the Holy Communion. Knowing this, I turn on the psalm and I start flipping my Bible. I land on an army camp on ground. Again, it's not a temporary visitation, it's staying with the intent. The angel of the Lord shall encamp around those who fear him. Around here means all sides, so there are no sides that are exposed. There are no unguarded directions. Let's pull this all together. The angel of the Lord sets himself up permanently, like a guarding army. Surround those who fear him on all wall that the righteous surround themselves with are actually the angels of God that are encamping around us. So if we fear God, we're encamped by angels, correct? And although this already sounds very powerful, there's actually more to this. The word angel of the Lord here in this passage is the same that is used in Genesis 22 verses 11 to 12. But the angel of the Lord called to him, Abraham, Abraham, do not lay your hand on the boy, for now I know that you fear God, since you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. In Hebrew text, it says Malak Yahweh, which means angel or messenger of the Lord. But let's analyze this. The angel speaks here as God, not about God. He says, you have not withheld your son from me. Later in the chapter, the angel says, by myself I have sworn, declares the Lord. Genesis 22, verse 16. A created angel never swears by himself. Only God can and only God does. Now, let's break this down. Malak in Hebrew means messenger, not species. So it doesn't mean that an angel or messenger is by default an angelic being. It means that it's just someone or the one who is sent. This is not a coincidence. A created angel cannot say, from me, when the sacrifice is offered to God, or swear by Yahweh himself. Only God can. So, why is the word angel used here? Well, let's look into the Greek Septuagint. It's translated to angelos kyrios. Angelos here is simply a function. It's not the nature. He's called messenger. He speaks as the Lord and bears divine authority. It was the Lord himself who came to Abraham, and God himself encamps around those who feared him. It's not just angels. In Orthodox theology, the angel or the messenger of God is understood as God himself, revealing his presence without revealing his essence. Basically, it's God revealing himself in a creation that we can bear. Saint John Damascus tells us he's called angel because he announces the Father's will, yet he is God by nature. But you might be thinking, why does it matter that it's God, angels that encamps around us? It really does matter who's encamping around us. And why is it important that we understand that it's God himself who encamps around those who fear him? Why is that important? Well, apart from the obvious power differences, obviously God has more power than an angel. He also has the ultimate power, and angels only follow his commandments. What does this mean? Well, let's go back into scriptures. Angels, they often have different tasks. Gabriel, he came to Mary, he appeared, and then he left. Maybe he had to do another tasks. We don't know the divine plan, but it's obvious that he came, he told the Mary that she's going to bear the Son of God, and he left. But encamping is a permanent guarding presence. But what really shocked me is the word encamping itself. It doesn't mean just a quick visit or message delivering. Obviously, in English, we understand that encamping means to prepare to stay, of course, or taking responsibility for the whole area. The word that is used in English in Hebrew is actually honen. It's a little bit more than English can explain to us. Honen means to station oneself. It's actually often used in military contexts. Armies would encamp before battles. And then in Greek Septuagint, the word that is used is Psalm 33 is both historically and liturgically the favorite psalm of the church to accompany the receiving of the Holy Communion. Knowing this, I turn on the psalm and I start flipping my Bible. I land on Proverbs 28 and I read the whole chapter until this verse. So those who forsake the law praise ungodliness, but those who love the law surround themselves with those who fear him. Around here means all sides, so there are no sides that are exposed. There are no unguarded directions. Let's pull this all together. The angel of the Lord sets himself up permanently, like a guarding army, surround those who fear him on all sides. But what does this tell us? That being righteous gives us, or gives you, a protective wall, as seen is in Proverbs 28, verse 4. So when we hear the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom in Proverbs 9, verse 10, not only do we gain knowledge and understanding from Lord, but we also gain this. We gain divine and military protection from all evils. What does this tell us? That this confirms we need protections. There's evilness all surrounding us. We need God Himself, not just his angels, to protect us. But we also need to fear the Lord because he's only encamping around those who actually fear Him. And I just want to do a little side note. There are so many correlations just between these two Psalms, Psalm 33 and Proverbs 28. But this correlation really struck me because it was literally an explanation to each other. It was a verb, a verse, and then the verbs from Proverbs or from Psalm literally explain this. The Bible is so intentional, and things like this happen everywhere. There are so many more verses in both of these Psalms and Proverbs, but I just can't get into all of these. This is why, if there were more books, and apart from the Bible, just as John said, if there were more books, the whole world wouldn't be able to fill them. There's so many explanations and correlations we can make, but we only need the Bible to really understand it. We don't need any other books. The Bible already has so much knowledge. So let's explore it and let's allow God to teach us and to give us knowledge through it. Amen and God bless you.